Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Lawrence going to put it up right away. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Let's go, baby.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They run. It's Johnson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go play action with Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with the former Bill, Zach Moss. Dances by him. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Colts. Michael Pittman from 17 yards out. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Complete to Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's a 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This complete right side to the tight end Farrell. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Pay still managed to improve upon his rookie year with 6 sacks despite playing in only 12 games. Let's get this guy out there for a full 17. I'm pretty sure he can deliver well more than that.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to the ground with ETN. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Lawrence. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth
if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And Richardson back to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yard.
Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the counter, Etienne. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They'll run the screen with Moss. And he's got room. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll run here with Moss. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he hauls it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll look to ETN to start things out. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They go play action with Lawrence on the move to his left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. A gain of 22.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to...
Lawrence hit and the ball is free, and the Colts pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Richardson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Richardson. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. On second down, Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run with ETN. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They go play action now. Lawrence looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Pushes past him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Lawrence to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. ETN up the middle. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Kick drive. I bet you what, boys. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Do this. Let's go to work. Let's go. Let's go right here. All right, go get him now.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Indy set to go on offense once more. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That one finds Pierce right side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. from the 23. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Richardson to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to the air with Richardson. He'll drop this underneath the moss. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now it's Richardson. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Off play action, Richardson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Gay's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jaguars back with it on offense. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Richardson working from the gun. And his throw here is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. 3rd and long for Richardson. He finds his man complete. That's Moss. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. Finding room at midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk. 83 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
Don't stop that motor. They can't read us straight up. That's right. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's get some love. It's a good day, baby. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's go now. Let's go.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Motion man right, that's Pierce. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end, and it's third and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on third and short. This pass reeled in by Hull. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This for a fourth quarter lead. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Draw play, ETN. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Moss on the give up the middle. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Throwing now, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Another try from the 14 on second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Well, this crowd into it now. Third and 2. On third down, here's Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. I got my car. Me and you, baby. Me and you. You know what we need, baby. Let's go, baby. Turn it up to the whistle. Let's go. Let's go now. Let's go. I know you hype. I know you hype.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. So Richardson and the Colts now down by 5, less than 90 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Now Richardson. They'll run the screen with Moss. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Richardson to throw it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A handoff for Etienne. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale